recently graduated from South Carolina's Allen University. And Cynthia Hurd was a 54-year-old branch manager at St.
Hi.
Andrew's Library in Charleston, which will now be renamed in her
What's
honor.
your shark
Her
doing?
brother says the last 24 hours have been devastating.
We all were agonized.
Is that your new
knowing
toy?
that she left home to go to
Is that a
church
chew toy?
and not hearing from her for so many hours.
Is that your chew toy?
Also confirmed dead, 87-year-old Susie Jackson, 70-year-old Ethel Lance, 59-year-old Myra Thompson, and 74-year-old Daniel Simmons, who died after being taken to the hospital. Tonight, a community is coming together to remember 9 lives tragically taken in their place of worship.
And Craig Melvin joins me now. You grew up not far from here. You know this church well.
Mother Emanuel, as it's known to folks who live here and love that church. And the elementary school field trip was my first trip there. We went to Fort Sumter. We went to the open-air slave market here in Charleston, and that was the final stop. It is that significant to the people of Charleston and the people of South Carolina.
The fabric of this place. Craig, thank you so much for sharing the victim stories. Among those who knew Pastor Clemente Pinckney, President Obama, and today the president spoke to express the grief of the nation.
There's something particularly heartbreaking about
Hi.
a death happening in a place in which we seek solace and we seek peace. In a place of worship. I've had to make statements like this too many times. Once again, innocent people were killed in part because someone who wanted to inflict harm had no trouble getting their hands on a gun.
Who's my good girl?
We as a country will have to
Yeah.
the fact that this type of mass violence does not happen in other advanced countries. And it is in our power to do something about it. The fact that this took place in a black church obviously also raises questions about a dark part of our history. And we know that hatred across races and faiths pose a particular threat to our democracy and our ideals.
President Obama earlier today, more than a dozen times he's had to speak after a mass shooting since he took office. As we mentioned, the steeple you see behind me stands for so much in this community, a place of worship steeped in history, in struggle, and most of all, faith.
Where'd you go?
With that part of the story.
What you doing?
It is affectionately known as Mother Emanuel since its founding some 200 years ago.
Miriam.
A house of worship that has also been a
That's a
pillar in
good
the
girl.
struggle for
Good
freedom
job.
and equality. Reverend Stephen Singleton is a former pastor.
When I was here, it was not unusual for us to have visitors from around the world
Why did they come?
because they heard about it.
In the church's
Oh.
history, several chapters right now are written in blood. One of its earliest members, Denmark Vesey, the leader of a massive slave rebellion. The plot exposed, dozens executed, the church burned to the ground.
The history of our church.
Reverend Clemente,
You trying to get over to the
killed in an
toys?
attack last night, spoke about the spirit of the church for an
Yeah?
upcoming documentary.
The church has a very proud history, a spirit of defiance.
You trying to get up here?
And standing up for what is right.
You trying to get over here?
What is true.
Icons of the civil rights movement have worshipped.
Go ahead, you can do it.
Martin Luther King Jr., 1962, a speech about voting rights. This photo posted by the King Center today. Later, King's wife, Coretta Scott, led a hospital workers march from the steps of the church. Now, in a city with a declining black population, less than a third, the church still on the forefront of the fight for social justice. And
Yeah, good job, me. You're so close.
determined to carry on.
It's the kind of thing that drives people to God.
Mother Emanuel was also known as a very open and welcoming church, where it's not
Keep your
unusual
eyes on
to
it.
strangers. One reason many
You gotta
say
watch
we
what you're
tackle
doing.
the
There you
fight
go.
when he
Oh,
took the
good job. I am so impressed. Look at you. What a big girl.
City in this state, himself a son of a minister, and he has spent many years working on the cause of civil rights. Congressman James Clyburn, it's good to see you under terrible circumstances.
Absolutely.
Hard to put into words how aching this community is right now.
That's true. But I think from what I've been hearing today, these people are so appreciative of the way the mayor has conducted himself in this, the way the police chief last night did not hesitate to label this crime for what it should be labeled, and the way they went about apprehending the perpetrator. I think that started us on the road to healing. And the service today at noon, I thought was a very uplifting service. I've been in those kinds of services since the 60s. But as the bishop said, Bishop Brian, I don't think I've ever seen an audience with so much diversity in it. And the way they were sitting today, not in clusters.
You gotta bring this leg around.
With each other,
See?
next to each other,
There you
holding
go.
on to
Up.
each other, praying with each other. I felt real good coming
There you
out of
go.
the service, and I do believe that in spite of all
Good job, man.
that's bad about this, that some good will come out of it.
And you knew many of these.
Now what are you gonna do?
Clemente,
All right, let me help.